Hi, Kelly. Hi, Danny. I'm going to do some black background nails and then artwork on top by doing the sort of artwork in a white base and then going on top with colour. A few different ones. So just doing the bases first to start. Everyone up with today. I've literally just started, Sam. Literally just started today. No, you've not missed anything. Probably the usual amount, Sam. So just doing 2 layers of Eve to start with.
The giveaway for a biochar pack is that everything. It's not just a selection. Is it?
It's one of each, yeah. Is it letting you combine Becky's?
It's letting me combine the giveaways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Becky did she do all 3?
Yeah. Yeah, so I can post all them together.
Oh, good. You've ordered the gel mystery to try a few. Oh, fantastic. Who was that, sorry? Southwest Nail Artist. Fantastic. As you can see, Eve is a fantastic black gel polish. Definitely a full coverage pigmented one.
So how many glitters is in the giveaway?
10. Okay, so that's my bases done. 48 watt or above, and then 395 to 405 nanometer, and ideally no older than 2 years old. Morning, Paula. What's everyone up to today? I've shared to the group, Sam, yeah. Thank you. Most of the sun UV ones are fine, hon. Just obviously check on the description, but most of the sun UV ones are that nanometer. weird, Sam. But thank you for trying, Sam, anyway. Right, let's get a palette ready. Well, hopefully, hon, you love it as much as everyone else does. Hi, Carla, darling. Okay, so you're going to need a soft white. So ours is Wanda white. You can just mix your own by mixing base coat and...
You look right smaller.
my chair's lower, yeah. Base coat and white to, you know, to sort of make a 50-50 mix. But yeah, soft white and then a bright white. What are you working on, Sam? Just going to give these brushes a bit of a clean. So any clear gel will clean your brush by just forcing the gel into that brush. And you can see any colour that was in that brush will come out. Same with the long one. Still think there might be a bit left in that long one. If I miss any comments or questions, guys, there is a couple of ambassadors on, so they will help as much as they can, bless them. That feels better. Yeah, this is called an Avery and Addison brush. So Avery is the detailer end and Addison is the long stripy end. They're both natural hair, so when you're like trying to do like wavy lines and curves and things, they follow your movement, whereas a synthetic one sometimes you can be trying to do like a nice movement and it'll like flick away from you. So I personally prefer a natural hair brush for artwork. Okay, so we're going to start off with like a lightning strike design. So if I miss any comments, guys, just try and say them again and I'll try and catch up on them. So we're going in with your bright white first to sort of mark out where your design's going to be. you ideally want your lines not to be sort of too curvy. You want like sharp edges if you can. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that to start with. Cure. Like I say, if I do miss any comments or questions, guys, just try and ask again, and I'll try and keep my eye out. So then we're going to go in with our softer white, our Wanda white. Thank you for the shares and reposts and things. So then we're going to go over our work with the softer white. So you're still going to be able to see that bright white line coming through. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. But it's like the edge of that white line is almost blurred. So I'm using the Avery brush for this because we don't need it to be thin or sharp. So I'm using it on a flat side angle rather than sort of coming in at that 90-degree angle. I'm going quite flat so that we can blur the sort of white lines out. Okay. So while that's in the lamp, we need to make some jelly colours up. So I'm going to be using the new collection, the Equinox collection. So I'm just going to pick a couple of colours from that. So we've got Danny. Let me move this in screen a bit. Harlow. And Sophie Ann. And then these need making into jellies, so just using your base gel. And then mix them together. So you're aiming for like a semi-transparent gel. obviously depending on how pigmented your gels are that you're working with already, will depend on how much base gel you'll need to mix with them. And these are very pigmented, so I'm going to go in with an extra bead of base gel. That's better. And then we can go in and put some colour on this design then. I'm just wiping my brush and I just want to like try and soften some edges. So you're just almost blending that colour into that black, just to soften the edges a bit. Okay. Obviously you can do it with any of your colours. You can do it with neons if you want to do it with neons. And then I'm going to top coat it. So that's a really basic one for this particular technique. So the next one I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, so on this one I'm going to go a little bit thicker with my lines, a bit more sort of bold with my lines. Obviously, it depends how much you know, sort of want it to stand out, really. The bolder you go with your lines, the more it's going to pop. So like I say, I want these lines to be a bit thicker, so just going over them to make sure that they've got a good thickness on them. Okay, in we go. Hi, Mimi. How are you today, darling?
I'm just packing minis.
Oh, yeah. Happy Friday, Mimi. Just spent 20 minutes looking for my gel I'm using as a guide. As a guide for what, babe? And it was in my pocket. That's definitely something I would do, babe. Oh, are you still poorly, darling? It's definitely a lovely cold going round, isn't there? Okay, so then we're going to go into this one with the soft white, the rose gold pop swatches. All right, okay.
Can I just say hello to my friend Ella, who's watching?
Hello, Lou's friend Ella.
Hello, Ella.
You don't have to be too like neat with this technique. That's probably one of the nice things about it, is you don't particularly need to be too neat. In we go. Yeah, and it's quite simple really, Sam, so it's quite easy to do really, so. What?
He's laughing at Ella.
Oh.
He's put, yes, aha, finally made it.
It's Wonder White, but you can make your own, just like you've made your own jelly colours. You just mix white with base gel. It's just a softer white, basically. Hi, Chantel. So the bright white was Angel, and then the softer white is Wonder White. I'm going to go over that Wonder White again, just because I want to do a 3-layered one on this one, which will make more sense in a minute. But just want that Wonder White to just be a little bit more noticeable. Okay. It's all right, darling. And then for this one, I have mixed Nadia with a little bit of base coat to make the orange. Yeah, some neon cocktails.
We have cocktail glitter, don't
We do. Isn't it in a stacker?
we? Yeah.
Okay. Into your lamp. And then we're going to do an extra layer on this one, and this is what sort of makes it look more like the neon signs. Thank you for the likes, guys. Can't believe we're nearly at 10k. I won't be on for as long today. Just got so much to do, but thought I'd come on for a little bit for you. Okay, so the extra work we're going to do on this one is back into your angel gel, and you want to try and work as thin as you can to draw a line in the center of, hold on, let me get that fluff off, in the center of your original angel line. So try and work nice and thin, which is why we did those lines thicker in the first place. If you ever do something and you'd like, I want to like try and clean it up, just get your brush into some clear and then like swipe so that you're removing the gel. So if you have gone like a little bit thicker in places and you want to thin it out, just make sure your brush is nice and clean and swipe the gel away. Better? There we go. So do you see how that pops more than the last one because we've done that extra white line? I'll show you them next to each other when it comes out the lamp. Lou,
Yeah.
do me a favour and just pop some more top coat in there. Oh, thank you, Sam. That's really sweet of you. Yes, it definitely makes it look more 3D. And obviously you can do any designs in this. I'm just doing some simple ones for you today so you can see. But let your mind go crazy. So this is obviously prior to top coat. So having that extra white just makes it pop even more.
might be a bit full.
Ta, darling. Ta. Yes, yeah, you can do that, Sam. So you could stamp with white and then go over whatever it is that you've stamped with your soft white and then go over with colour. And yeah, you'll get a nice piece of work that way. Just bring the light down. Is that better, guys? Okay. So, this next one, what I'm going to do is put a layer of Betty base onto the black. And then with my Wanda white, I'm going to create a bit of a marble. So just allowing that gel to just go on. Quite sort of imperfectly, if you like. Okay, into the lamp. Like Kim. Lou. Is it Kim?
Yeah.
It's alright. Thanks, Carla. I know they're quite simple, but just gives you an idea. Did you already have it ready, like?
Yeah, it's alright.
Did you already have it ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Boshing it, aren't you, love?
Sorry.
I said you're boshing it.
Yes.
Sometimes it does, Sam, yeah. Like, you don't always have to go overboard and do the most detailed things. Sometimes, you know, simple is better. So we're going to go back over again with a layer of base gel. So we're sort of doing the whole wet on wet thing here. And then, ooh, getting caught in wires. I'm going in with my angel gel. creating some much stronger white lines, but they're still gonna spread out because they're going into that base gel. What we're in out bit.
Yeah, I couldn't get him. He went in boxes and I couldn't get him out. And then he's just tried to jump in all. Well, he jumped on the box with the peanuts in and nearly fell through into it.
He's such a dumb cat.
I've had to get you one of your old crutches and like a cat shepherd.
Lou's allergic to the cats, so she can't actually touch them. So she has to like sort of shoo them out of the room when they come in. You see how it's nicely sort of spreading now. Like, you really want to give it that bit of time. Don't rush to put it into the lamp when you're doing this, because you want those lines to bloom out.
Oh, Mika, no. Come on.
Okay, that's going to go into the lamp now while I just get the cat out, because he's determined today.
Look at that.
Oh, he sits up on here on Ethan's,
Oh, does he?
gripping on for dear life. What's the matter with you?
It's not as Kike does it to demand. He's just like, no, I'm stubborn.
What is the matter?
He says that's what I wanted.
Are you in a mood? Are you in a mood? Is Ethan's door shut? Is that what's wrong? Mika is 100% Ethan's cat. So when Ethan goes to uni in September, Mika is going to be sulking. Full on sulking. Right, let me just get rid of him, guys. Come on. You've been fed. I'm back. The cat is gone. Yeah, they do. They argue with Marie. They're very vocal with Lou. They're very vocal, my cats, because they're rag dolls. So yeah, they're very vocal. I mean, I love a black and white nail. Love a black and white nail. How stunning is that? Just a smoky black and white nail. I bloody love them, but that's not what we're doing today, so...
I thought if she was talking about cats, you were going to say I love black and white cats because she just went from one.
Sorry. So now I'm going on with just the white on its own, so no base gel on there to make those even more highlighted white lines. We don't want many of these. Because you can always put some back on top like we did with the lightning strike last nail. I just want a little bit more, like it creates that little bit more depth to your design by having those extra pieces. I am on a live, sweetheart. You can say hi. Reedy Deedy's just saying hi. Mika's just been to say hi, Reed.
Mika?
Yes, he was very vocal. We had to kick him out.
Oh.
Sam says hi, Reed. Mimi says hi, Reed. Carla says hi, Reed. Yeah, and sometimes this, like Sam said earlier, Mimi, the more simple designs can actually look so amazing, can't they? So, and I like to be able to share that with you. I like to be able to show you what sometimes more simple stuff can, you know, can work really well. If you were doing a set of black and white nails, that would look amazing with it, wouldn't it? Love polka dots, Nicola. Love polka dots. I have loved polka dots for a long, long time. I've done a couple of photo shoots where I've done polka dots, and they just look so simple but stunning, like so retro and attractive, and yeah. So yeah, I do love polka dots. So now we're going to put some colour on. So just using the ones that we've already got. Like I say, you can do these with neons. I'm just using the new collection because it's out and it's to hand at the minute.
Yeah, it's only hydration. Okay.
Read. Who would have thought that black nails can still look so summery? Like a black base nail can still be a nice summery pattern. And if all else fails, yep, crystals or glitter. Definitely, Mimi. Crystals or glitter. Crystals and glitter can be the answer to all sorts. Yes, yeah, you can do blooming ghosts, skulls, you can do blooming skulls. It's a good technique for Halloween, actually, Nicola. Especially like your neon greens, neon oranges, neon yellows. Perfect for Halloween. Yeah, and you can do it, obviously you can do it with, you know, so many different colours, can't you? So it's definitely worth a try, guys. And then, like the second one, you can always go back in with some of that white to make that white just pop a bit. Your choice whether you want to or not. Keep it nice and thin though. It's just going to sort of highlight certain places. So if I've got like a bright area already here, then I'm just wanting to sort of highlight that. I'm not really wanting to go over the top of it. I'm just wanting to highlight it. So I sort of go just to the side of it. And like you say, the more sort of gradients of shade that you do, the more the design will pop. more depth it gives it. Okay, let's pop that in. And then let's do what Mimi said, and I'll just show you what it looks like with a bit of glitter on as well. I wanted Iris, but I can't see her. Where are you? Let's go with Chelsea instead, because I can find Chelsea. Good, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys do some recreations with this technique. Make sure you share them and post them and tag me so that I can see what you do. I always love to see what people do after watching lives. Picking up on some designs. You can, sweetheart. Just a black tip, but I can take that out. So let's pop a little bit of Chelsea glitter on. It's a transparent glitter, so you're only going to see it when you sort of move the nail around in the light. It's not really going to disturb your design too much. It's just going to add a bit of sparkle. So you'll only see it, you know, when you just sort of do that bit of movement. Yeah, just a little hint of sparkle. We like little hints of sparkle. So we can top coat this one now. This will be cat fluff that I can see here. That's the only thing. Always remember to do your glide layer. Upside down. Hi Nina darling, how are you? Nat's not on today, Daniel. She'll be back again on Monday if you fancy joining her on Monday. Once this one's cured, we're still going to carry on with the sort of blooming gel technique, but we're going to do a slightly different design. get any questions, guys, don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. If you need anything pinning, if you're wanting to look at anything in particular in the shop, let me know, and either I can pin it or Sam is on, who's one of my admin, so she can pin.
I'm going back in.
Yep. You can put it down if you want. Your pink parcel's just arrived, has it, Chantel? I love the fact that you guys are like on our lives watching, and then like your parcels arrive. I think that's so cute. Pink parcels. And Sam has just pinned, sorry, couldn't think of the word then, the Equinox collection, which is the latest collection. We only released it on Monday, and they're the colours that I'm using today to turn into jelly colours to go over the whites. Sorry, my brain's just not braining, is it? So that's that one. So is that everybody's favourite so far today? Do add that, love that little, you know, hint of glitter in there. Hi Helen, how are you, sweetheart? Okay, so sticking with the blooming technique, we're going to go back in with a layer of Betty base. Yeah, I'm shattered too, babe, so I am with you on that one, Helen. So back in with a layer of Betty base. Then with your soft white, you're just going to literally do sort of like droplets of the product. Different sizes. And you're going to let it bloom out. You could have done this like where you've got it on your palette and you do it with a dotting tool if you want, or you can just go in with the brush. You have made it through July, Helen. It's officially August. You made it, girl.
That's birthday today.
Hey?
That's birthday today.
Kev's?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? So we're going to let this bloom. So don't rush your blooms. Always allow them time to do their dispersion. Dispersion, is that a word? Dispersion. Not sure if that's a word. Might have just made that up. Dispersal, yeah, maybe. Hi, Sharon. Sharon's very good at these black on with inks over the top instead of the gels like I'm doing. Sharon does it really well with the inks. Okay, when you are happy. I'm not. I just want to make some of these a bit bigger. Waiting for this technique is probably the longest part, is waiting for it to actually disperse. And it's just where the white is settling into the base gel, and then it'll start to sort of thin out a little bit at the edges. Can you see? Okay, in we go. Need to get together, Helen, and sort out the lights for the next 2 weeks, really. I'm a bit unorganised. It says Helen's just reached level 4 in your fan club. Well done, Helen. Don't know what that means, but well done. It is difficult juggling everything in school holidays. Yep, 100% agree, Sharon. Base gel. And I'm going to go on with some Angel White. Just going to go into a couple of these with Wanda because a couple of the gaps are bothering me. See, guys, it smells beautiful. That's better. Okay, into the lamp to cure. Hi, Kenny and Mango. So we've done 2 layers of black gel. Then we've done a layer of Betty base and then put the soft white into it while it's not cured so that it disperses. And then we've done another layer, we've cured that, then we've done another layer of Betty Base and gone into it with a bright white, and that's where we're at the minute. No, not yet, Helen. So obviously it's the 1st of August today, guys, so the product of the month will be changing. Haven't got round to it just yet, but that'll be on my list to do.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, so on this nail, instead of just going into those set little dots, I'm gonna do like an ombre going down the nail. Bloody fluff. So going in with my jelly Danny first. I might not have cured this for long enough because the white's just bleeding a little bit. Let me just pop it back in just for another 30 seconds. Let me press the 30 seconds instead of the 60. $16K likes, guys. Thank you very much. Right, let's see if that's better. Yes. You don't need to apply this thick. You've jellied it down anyway, so it doesn't need to go on thick at all. And jelly colours blend like you don't even need to do anything, they just blend very easily. In you go. And then we can go on with our top gel to finish this one off. Oh, you're still in there, isn't it? Upside down. I'm going to do one more like this technique, so I just need to do 2 layers of Eve on this nail. And look how pigmented that is. That is just one coat. One coat of our black gel polish. That's that one finished. Let's show you them so far. We started off with the sort of lightning strike, and then we did like more of a cartoon lightning strike, and then we went on to a marble and added a bit of glitter, and then the last one was some blooming dots. You could do blooming flowers, more of a snake print. You could do any sort of pattern you want. I'm just trying to give you some ideas of doing this. Which one's your favourite so far, guys? And what other designs could you do using this technique that you can think of? Oh yeah, you could do hearts. That would look nice, wouldn't it? That's it. The whole thing with nail art is your only limitation is your imagination. So trying to sort of think out the box and try something different that maybe nobody else has tried before, or do a design in a different way to what everyone else is doing it. It's that you sort of have to try and get your head round and trying to think of designs that maybe people have not done before, or you're just sort of adapting it to be something more that your clients would wear, or all these would look nice as a French. So just put your black on the bottom and then do your design on top of that. They would look nice. Yeah. Mika came in there, Ethan, and was like on here. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go like quite a bit more detailed. And we're going to do some florals, which you guys know I bloody love my florals. So I want my detailer brush to be flat. So instead of sort of rolling it to a nice point, I want like a flat brush. Yep, I love that saying. The only limitation is your imagination. And I'm going into my angel gel, and I want to create petals. Bloody cat fluff everywhere. Okay, into the lamp. That's a live I need to do next week. I think Sam's just pinned the art gels, angel art gels, back in stock now, so I really need to show you some of the gel designs, but using art gels instead of gel polish, so that you can see the difference between what an art gel would give you and what a gel polish will give you. So that is one of my lives that I need to remember to try and do. Okay, we're going to go on with a bit of wanda to soften the edges of these petals. Okay, can you see that? Hi Katie, thank you for reposting. 24k likes, guys. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so then we're going to go on with some colour. That's one of the other things I like about the natural hair as well, is that you can have this brush at a lovely point, or you can flatten it and make it so it's more of a sort of painting type brush. I just need to mix a jelly green because we've not done one. That's all right, Abby, don't have to apologise. So just mixing a little bit of sage with some Betty Base. Don't need a lot, so I'm not mixing too much. Okay, into the lamp. Thanks, Abby. I will obviously save it and you know, download it and what have you, and put it on YT. So if you've missed any of the beginning, guys, and you want to watch it, just look out on YT. I tend to do it overnight because it takes a little bit of time. So just have a look tomorrow and you should be able to see it on there. So now we're going to go in with another layer of Angel, which I need a little bit more on my palette. And we want to do petals again, but smaller. One sec, got a extra little hair. Smaller than these ones, and sort of coming, overlapping a little bit. Okay, into the lamp. Yeah, you probably wasn't on the live yesterday, Chantel. I realised that I made a silly mistake and forgot to tell Lou about the deals on Monday. So anybody who ordered the deals that we did on Monday, where I've missed out your Tina top and your glitters, I will be sending them out. It was completely my fault. I just completely forgot to tell Lou about it on Tuesday. So then she sent obviously the parcels out, not knowing, and yeah, so they're missing, some of them are missing Tina Top and some glitter, and then I think there's 1 or 2 that are missing just Tina Top. So I will get them out to you. I do apologise. It was my bad. Okay. We don't need to blur that one, so we can go straight on to some colour for that one. This time you want to try and not go past the lines. So before, when you'd got that sort of blurred outline, you could go past the lines that you'd got, but this one you want to try and stay within. So still using my Avery brush as more of a painting brush right now. So I've got it sort of flat, laid flat. In we go. Yeah, it will look nice with a cherry blossom, wouldn't it? Thanks, Claire. Thanks, Mimi. And then we're going to do another section of white. Just there. Don't want it to be too neat. Sorry, was I in screen then? In to cure. It's stunning, isn't it, Chantel? Right, when you see the colours on the caps. It just, yeah. It is a lovely, lovely collection. That's the new Equinox collection that Chantel's talking about, guys. We literally released it on Monday. It's a collection of 10 colours, taking you obviously from summer into autumn. Okay, into cure. And then what we're going to do with this nail is we're actually going to go on with Tina Top, and then we're going to go back in with some design work. Or shall I put a little bit? I might put just a bit of glitter in it first, actually. Just a bit of glitter. Let's see if I can find out. Oh, I found out. Just a bit of iridescent glitter. This one's iris. Will look lovely in this flower. Because again, the iridescent glitters only sort of sparkle when you move the nail around in the light, so they are lovely for adding to your designs. Cure that, and then we'll put some top coat on. Sorry, I couldn't resist putting some glitter on. So when we go to do some detail in a second, once the top coat's been on, I want to use my Avery brush then as a detailer brush rather than a painting brush. So I need to bring it back to a nice point. So I'm just making sure that there's no gel left in there first. So just cleaning any gel out by forcing the gel into the brush. And then I want to bring it back to a nice point. So sort of twirling the brush in my hand as I bring that brush back to a nice point. So it's not flat anymore, it's got a nice point on it, and that's what I'll do my detail with in a second. But we need to top coat first. So the reason I'm top coating before I'm detailing is if I try to detail on this, as you can see, it's an uneven surface right now, isn't it? Because of what we've created. So if I tried to detail on this now, I would find it very difficult to get smooth lines because I'm working on top of an unsmooth surface. So I'm going to top coat, make it lovely and smooth by doing the gliding and the upside down technique, and then do my detail. One, it means that your detail is going to pop even more, and two, you're working on a nice smooth surface, so your detail is going to be as neat as possible. Now you can't do this with gel polish because it would be tacky. I mean, you could, but then you'd have to wipe it. So this is when like your art gels can come into play quite good. So let me just get some Angel Art Gel, because once they're cured, they are a tack-free product. The art gels now come in tubes, but I'm still in a pot at the minute. I've still got loads to use up in a pot. So when you get yours, they will be in a tube. So I'm just going to pop a bit onto my palette. Yeah, detailing over Tina or over Martha. If you wanted to do it over a matte surface, you can. Art gels are also a much thicker consistency to your gel polishers as well. Okay, so we don't need to pick up a crazy amount on our brush. We definitely don't want like a bulbous amount on the end of the brush. You almost want to run your brush. Can you see that? Let me just put it a bit closer in. You want to run your brush through the paint, but I'm twirling my brush at the same time so that I get to keep that point. So the paint is stuck. It's in the brush. It's not just scooped up on the outside of the brush. It's like in the brush. And then you can come in then and do some nice detailed work. So I'm just sort of highlighting the petals. What a difference that makes, eh? like your little pulls that you come down with, don't do them all the same length. Don't do them straight. They want to be curved, and they want to be like different lengths. Make it look sort of uneven, so naturally uneven. Has everyone tried the art gels now, or is there a few of you that have not tried them yet? We've got new colours coming out soon. I've ordered the name labels. Can you see how I'm working at a 90-degree angle now? So before, when I was painting, I was working at a flat angle. And then when you're doing detailed work, it's a 90-degree angle. So you are literally using the point of the brush, not the whole body of the brush. Obviously, your black and your white art gel and probably your metallics are your ones that you will use the most. But if you're into doing characters and that sort of thing, like Carla is, you will use like all the colours, all the other colours. Yeah, as soon as labels come, Helen, I'll get Lou to send them out to you, the new colours. $33K likes, guys. Wow, thank you. That went up quick. So your art gel has like a slight texture to it. You could go over with another layer of top coat if your client doesn't like to feel any texture and just likes to feel a completely smooth surface. But it's not like particularly thick or anything like that. It's just an ever so slight texture. You could even layer it up and start making it even more 3D if you wanted to. In fact, I'll show you. Let's just show you. So going over with some crystal clear full control gel. So this is the crystal clear full control gel. As you can see, not very self-leveling at all. Very little self-leveling properties in it. Make sure I've got no white left in there. And picking up like a bead of gel. Can you see that? A bead of gel on your brush. try and deposit it at the top of the petal and then come down. Top of the petal, come down. So you get like a teardrop. And see if your client likes texture or not. And again, you can build this up as much as you want. Yeah, that would look nice as well, Helen, wouldn't it? Sprinkling a bit of fairy dust on your art gel before it's cured. That would look lovely. You want to keep it nice and fine, so fairy dust or super fine, so that it keeps the line work nice and fine. If you went on with anything thicker than that, your line's going to end up being thicker. So I'll just try and show you from the side. It's not like built up high or anything, but you can sort of go as high as you want with this. You could, you know, add more on to make it more 3D. I'll take that as a compliment, I think, Helen. Thanks, Andrea hon. You will have to top coat over your full control gel because it'll have a sticky surface. You could wipe it, but you're not going to get that beautiful gloss shine with it, so I would just sort of go over with a bit of top coat. So just putting some top coat onto my palette, and I'll turn my brush back into a flat rather than a point. And then just go over your 3D gel, your full control gel with your top gel. Make sure that you don't apply too much top gel, that you lose the definition of your 3D. This would look really nice with, you know, like a crystal here, or the iridescent pearls would look nice there. Okay, last cure. So if you've never done like any of my art courses, guys, I know they are offline at the minute and we'll be redoing them after I get back off my holiday. But this is sort of how I tend to work. So I'll start off with, you know, quite simple ones, and then each time we sort of add to the technique. So it might be another product in there, or it might be another layer in there, and that's how I sort of tend to do my art courses, so that you're building up as you go. So you're starting off with the most simple stuff, and then you build up to something a little bit more difficult, like the flower that we've just done. Because you wouldn't look at that and think that that is a similar technique to any of these, but it is. It's just you're working it in your layers. Thanks, Helen. And any of these you could incorporate that into. So you could do your 3D on your dots. You could have some 3D coming into your marble. You could have your lightning strike as a 3D. It's just like we said earlier, your imagination is your only limitation. So you can really get excited with techniques and expand them. And what I always personally did is, if I went on a course, I would come home from that course, and either that night or the next day I would get my products out and I would have another go at what I'd learned, and maybe try it with a different flower or a different design, and make that my own, so that I wasn't just showcasing exactly what I'd learned on the course, which is that teacher's designs. I wanted to then be able to do my own designs, but using those techniques, and that's what I would highly recommend that people do. Which one's your favourite now then? I mean, I just love that gloss shine on a black. You can't. I just love it. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Abby. Yeah, you see, I'm a floral person. Claire, always have been. Always loved florals. Thanks, Carla. Thanks, Helen. Oh, thank you, Chantel. That's lovely. Okay, guys. So I'm only doing the 2 hours today, just because I've got so much to do. But thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've been inspired and can go away and have a play yourself. If you do, please share and tag so that I can see them. If you get stuck or you've got any questions, just message me. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. And like I say, I will upload this video onto YT tonight. I tend to do it overnight. So if you'd missed the beginning, you can watch back on there and catch up. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you